Hello everyone, it's me Goose. How you doing? It's been a while. I haven't made a video in about a week, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know, it just didn't feel like a good week for me to make anything at all. So, yeah, there's that. But hey, it's the weekly Q&A session. So let's get started with that, shall we? So our first question is by, oh god, how do you say your name? Kototo Allegria. Allegria. Okay, your question is, this is just a quick one, just yes or no, and if you want an argument backing your answer, did your girlfriend stand, Picasso Baby, draw your attention? That's a great name for a stand. Draw your attention or just hers tonight in the woods? If so, do you think the visuals made everyone not care about the quality of the plot and gameplay? So I haven't actually played Night in the Woods. It was just background footage that I kind of just came up with at the last second, so sorry if I gave you the impression I've ever played it. But I have heard some things about it. I've seen a couple of reviews. I haven't spoiled myself to anything, but I'm assuming, just, you know, based on what I've actually seen, there's some paranormal stuff or some murder stuff going on. But yeah, I don't have any actual solid base for me to criticize Night in the Woods. I would love to. I would absolutely love to, because it does seem like a game that it needs a bit of critiquing, you know, in the sense that, you know, from the reviews that I've seen and the gameplay that I've actually seen, it seems like the dialogue is a little out there and the story might be the same, which is why I'm so fascinated by this game. Again, I'm not assuming that it's a bad game or it's a bad story or it's a good one, either way, but I am intrigued, because I'm, you know, as a writer, I'm thinking, oh my god damn, that fucking writing, it can be so you know, like I said, I don't want to give any impressions because I haven't actually played the game, nor do I have any idea what the story. I mean, I have the faintest idea, right? Like, there's May and her own posse and the likes, dudes, ers. But from the Let's Plays that I've seen, you know, just about like 4 episodes in, I have my own mind, my own thought on the game and the story and the way it's written, the way it's handled. But until I actually play the game, I don't want to say much. But I will say, I took your question, I'm answering your question, rather, because the thing I want to say about writing teenage characters, or rather, young adult characters, it's that I think people just need to really remember how they talk, you know? I think there's this troublesome mindset for some writers where they think, oh, I'm writing a female, or I'm writing a young adult female, or some other race or gender or whatever. You know, people are people, regardless of who they are or where they come from. Where they come from influences them as a person, you know. Maybe they're angrier more so than others. Maybe they're happier, maybe they're more troubled with their religion and whatever, you know, all that stuff, all that affects them. But the way people talk, I would assume we're all the same when we talk. You know, we have those little quirks that make us unique. But for some people, I don't know why, it just seems like they think they need to be something else or something trendy in order to, like, you know, here's some fucking good advice for people who are trying to write young characters, like teenagers, and you're not a teenager anymore, or you're not a young adult, you're like in mid-20s or maybe 30s, so I know some of my audience, for some reason, are 30-year-olds. Alright, thank you, I appreciate that. But yeah, here's some advice. Just write them the way you want to write them. Don't make them into high intellectuals, because that'll make them look pretentious, and don't make them trendy LOL like dude characters, because that's just not how teenagers are. I mean, I was a teenager just about a few years ago. I remember none of that shit. I was never going like lol for the lulz, WTF, smiley face. Maybe I was like that on like Gaia Online, but I was never like that socially. And people who are, listen, if you're gonna write your character like that, make them socially awkward, because that's the kind of dialogue I expect from a socially awkward person who does not know how to communicate. And just write them as a normal fucking human being. Teenagers are no different. Kids, maybe their vocabulary are a lot more limited. That's how you want to write kids, but they're not dumb. Kids have never been dumb. I don't know. That's just the way I feel about dialogue. But going back to the whole Night in the Woods thing, don't know what it's about. Haven't even played it really. I've seen a few cutscenes and here and there, but I just know that the dialogue can use some work. But again, I need to actually play it before I critique it. But overall, if you're gonna write a teenager or a young adult, just be normal. I'm not really good with advice. I just sort of know how to write. Like, I don't want to seem snarky, but nor do I want to look off like I'm looking down on writers. I'm just saying, like, it just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You just gotta write them like humans. I don't know. Anyways, let's just get off of that. But thanks for the question, Kototo Allegria. Sorry about your name. Okay, next question is from Akio Furukawa. Ooh, that's a nice name. Your question was, do you like the place you're in, subscribers-wise? Would you like to grow even more and become a huge YouTuber, or just stay yourself and have less but more sincere people following you? So, that's a good question. I like where I am, I really do, but I would love to be higher on the pedestal, I'm afraid of heights. But seriously, like, if I had 50,000 subscribers, boy, I would be jumping over the moon. And I don't know if some of you follow me on Twitter. I had this long comment I made to Sky Williams, who is currently doing this whole soft reboot to his channel, where he's like, coming out with content for about 12 days or 10 days or 14 days. It's something around there for 12 days straight, I believe. And he is not monetizing any of them. And he is being very hard on himself. Now, I don't want to shit talk him, right? He's a good guy. He seems like a good guy. He has a heart of gold. I'm sure he does. But he is so rough on himself. And I was telling him, if I had just a fraction of what he is about 100,000 subscribers away from 1 million. If I had just a fraction of what he had, I would take advantage of that fraction. I would be in love with every single fan that I have. And I know he's in love, but I don't think he appreciates the fact that he has this army, this giant brigade of people who love him back. I feel like he feels like this is some sort of one-way thing. I would be so fucking happy with just 50,000 subscribers. That'd be awesome. 100,000, 200,000, 900,000 is what he has. I wouldn't even imagine how happy I would be. I would just be fucking, oh my god, my head would explode. Like, I don't know. It's just, I would be so happy with that little fraction. So yes, I would love to grow. I would love to be in the millions. Sure, that'd be awesome. That'd be a great dream. But I don't ever expect myself to ever get that far. My realistic goal is to get to 200,000. The silver, what is it? The silver play button, right? That's it for me. I'm golden with that. I'm not actually gonna quit my channel if I actually get 200,000 subscribers. But boy howdy, I would be super happy. But again, that's a realistic goal, like a quote-unquote realistic goal. I would be happy with just any growth I have. The fact that there were people who were subscribing, there were about like 300 people who subscribed to my channel while I wasn't making videos in the past week, and that was so bizarre to me. I got 7.1k subscribers that week I didn't make videos, which is like telling of what kind of content I make. But whatever. It's like, that was awesome. I had like 6.8 when I left, and then 7.1. It's like 400 subscribers. That's awesome. But having up to 50, like a dozen thousand, like a few, just, oh my god, I would be so happy. So yeah, I am happy with where I am right now, but I would be so happy if I had like 50,000. 20,000 maybe would be even cooler. I don't know. Hey, you know, I still want to collab with a few subscribers. I mean, I'm sorry, not a few subscribers. Some of you are cool, but I do want to collab with a few YouTubers that have around my subscriber base. They have like 20,000. Like some of them have 10,000. I know there's this one anime guy that I really want to talk to, but again, it's such a lonely place down here in the subscribers. Like, when you have, like, about lower than 10,000 subscribers, it gets so fucking lonely. Nobody wants to collab with someone who has 8,000 subscribers. You know, not even people who have 9,000 subscribers want to collab with the 8,000 people. We're just trying to get the fuck out of here. That's our goal. That's why you never see us ever collab. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I love my fans. Would love to have more. That'd be awesome. Of course, if you guys start being shitheads and you're like, hey, when are you gonna make this? When are you gonna make part 2 of this? I'm gonna be like super mad, but whatever. I'd have them. Anyways, let's move on to the next question. Let's see. The Zotato asks, I thought this was a Let's Play channel. Where are the hidden videos? Okay, so I hid about... Oh man, did I hide Undertale? I don't think I hid that one. I think Spooky's Mansion is still up. I believe I did Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, whatever. So if you guys don't know, this channel started off as a Let's Play channel. That's just the origins of this. It was actually, it's the origins of my YouTube career. I had a YouTube channel back in 2010, and that's when I was making Let's Plays and such. I think my very first Let's Play was, I think, Mega Man 7, and that was gone. Then after that, I don't know. I just did a bunch of Let's Plays. It doesn't matter what I played. I made a bunch of them back in 2010, and I continued making them. But I wasn't very... I don't know. I just didn't make as much. You know, I was busy with school. I had a social life, believe it or not. And I just couldn't upload during that time. So it was very... I don't know, it was very difficult for me to keep a concise amount, like a good stream of videos coming out, and that, I think that was really my downfall. If I just made more like videos of Let's Plays and such, I probably would have been really popular, honestly. You know, if I could just pat myself in the back once in a while, I think I really would be popular. I think I gained about 400 subscribers during that 7-year run. I know it's not a lot, but... Or not 7 year, about 4-year run. And that's just when I stopped making that much. I just didn't care about making that many videos. But then I was like, you know what? I'm out of school. You know, I got more free time. I don't really have that many friends anymore, so I don't really need to hang out with anyone. How about I start making more Let's Play stuff? So I did. I rebooted the channel. Not that old channel, but this one. I made Goose Boost, and I rebranded myself as Goose, and I started making more videos. And the whole Let's Play thing, I don't feel like it was going anywhere anymore. Like, the way YouTube is now, I don't think anybody can start being a Let's Player out of nowhere anymore. And I'm sorry if you are a Let's Player, because I know a few of you, a few of my subscribers probably do have Let's Play channels, but I would not recommend making a Let's Play channel anymore. I think those years have gone by. Your last ticket to, like, internet fame as a Let's Player was back in 2013 or 14, maybe. Because that's when PewDiePie was still making Let's Plays, you know? Around the time PewDiePie just, like, fell off and just fell off. That was weird. When he fell off of the whole Let's Play stuff, and he quit being, you know, much of a Let's Player as he is now. He does, like, a Let's Play once a month, let's be honest. As soon as he stopped doing that and he just, like, stopped giving a shit and started doing more improvised skits and stuff, I think that's when Let's Plays just stopped being popular. And I understand that there are so many other YouTubers who do Let's Plays and are still very successful, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and all those guys. but they already have an established lore. I was about to say lore. They already have an established platform here. They were good. They were golden, and they're still going to continue to pump out content because they were always famous. They were always, on top of that shit. Nowadays, it just doesn't work out, and that's just how I felt when I covered the whole Sombra thing. That's when I realized, oh, dude, like, I'm actually getting a lot of views for this. My Transistor stuff, not really. When I was doing Let's Plays of Transistor and Aviary Attorney, those were like my last Let's Plays on the channel. And I was doing Let's Plays for about 6 or 7 months in a row, and I had that whole but like this inflammation going on with my heart, which made it even more difficult to upload and then edit videos because I was so fucking tired. It was just, I was sick all the time and I couldn't make videos. And, when I made that one little video on Sombra and it got, 200,000 or 100,000 views, I was like, okay, I should really stop doing this whole Let's Play thing. I think people really like just me talking. That's the whole basis of my channel. It's me talking and giving out information on things that I like, topics that I like. The Let's Plays and the gameplay were just filler, and they still are kind of filler. I just don't... the Let's Plays were kind of a distraction, so I just stopped. And I'm sorry if you guys are still subscribed hoping for like a Let's Play thing. I'm probably not going to make another Let's Play anymore. Unless, I'm thinking about going to Twitch and streaming stuff, but my internet's so bad and my computer, again, is so shit. So I can't really do a proper stream unless you guys want to see some PS4 stuff, which I'm totally down for. I really, really am. But until then, until I actually have like a proper setup going on, I don't think I'm gonna go back to Let's Plays unless, you guys really do want to see some Twitch streams. So, yeah, I just don't think so. Maybe some gameplay stuff. I'm probably gonna do some gameplay skits again in the future, but right now I just want a steady increase in my, subscriber base, and maybe then I could start editing and be more comfortable with taking time off of these videos and just working really hard on just one video, so again, sorry if you're still here for Let's Plays. Probably not going to do that anymore. Last question is from Charlie Nash. Apparently I answered your question 2 weeks ago, and you're thanking me, so you're welcome. But your question, again, you have another one. You asked, thanks for actually answering my question, you're welcome. Here's another. How do you feel about Xbox and where it's going? Less single player games. I don't really know much about Xbox, to be honest. I'm more into Nintendo and PC games and some Sony, I guess, but sorry about that. Sorry, but I'm not really into Xbox stuff. But if I could say something as a whole with consoles, I just feel like focusing on IPs, original IPs, based solely on that console. Like, for example, if PS4, owns original stuff like Uncharted and what's that other one that just came out? What is it? The one with the mech robots. I was about to say Beyond Two Souls. That's not Horizon Zero Dawn. If they could have more content like that, I think more people would be inclined to just buy PS4s, If they have a light... I understand that not many companies work that way anymore. You can't maximize your profit off of making a game for solely one console. That's why there are so many gaming companies that just don't do that anymore. Back then, maybe it was more profitable, but nowadays, how is it that you can expect Crash Bandicoot to make as much money as it is now going on the PS4 exclusively, I believe, as it would if it were on the Xbox 360, or Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and the PS4 and PC. Imagine that. You got 4 different markets. You could maximize your profit on all of those. But if they can just get a hold of just more original games and games that are ambitious and just large scale. And if fucking Xbox can use Rareware's licenses for their own use and for their own purposes, then they would be so goddamn golden. You know how many people would want an actual serious Banjo 3? We got a stupid ukulele, which was just a hashed down bullshit version of that. And I know people are still mad at me for saying that, but I don't like it. I just didn't like it. If we can expand upon the ideas of Banjo and Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, if we can expand upon those ideas and actually make a good game and just have not some sort of rehash, that ukulele was, then oh my god, so many people would buy it. And also they got Conker's Bad Fur Day and all those other Rare games. You know how many people would want to fucking buy those games? I don't know. And you said something about they're going more multiplayer, less single player games. Okay. So I can understand that multiplayer games are the hottest thing right now, right? What with esports on the rise and such. I don't see a problem with it. I'm sorry. Like, I know that's probably gonna maybe make you mad, but I don't think that's a problem. Having less single player games is fine, because that's just the way it works now. Because look, Overwatch is a multiplayer game, right? And it's fucking killing it in sales, and I'm sure it's like one of their top shooters on the Xbox One. I know it's not an exclusive Xbox One game, but I'm just saying, like, out of all the shooters, Overwatch has got to be like number 2 or number 3, right? If not number 1, right? That killed it in sales. So I can understand their approach of going to more multiplayer games. They want to have more shooters and probably more free-to-play games that are like Smite, MOBA based and such. They just want to tap into that market, especially the market of just having, those transactions with fucking in-game shit, with the DLC and the gem system or whatever, all those games that use the in-game currency of the gems that you have to buy with real money. It's always gems or something, right? But there's money in that, and they totally want to go for it. Personally, I can agree with that. If they can produce really good online, games and such, I'm totally down with it. But if they're just gonna pump out trash that's just solely made for marketing purposes, which I know there's gonna be a ton of, then yeah, okay, it's kind of shitty. But I don't know. We're certainly not in the age of. We're currently just not in, the olden times where single player games were the hottest shit because online shooters weren't really that well known, or they were just bad, But then again, I guess that goes back to like Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know if that had multiplayer, but the single player, such a massive game, right? I'm sure everybody loved it. Everybody did love it, actually. And that was single player. But, it's not like they're totally going to abolish all single-player games. They're definitely going to have a lot of them. It's just, there's just going to be more multiplayer, which is fine. I think that's fine. Until the day they start pumping out bullshit like that Fables Legends thing or whatever that was like multiplayer only and nobody liked it. Until that day comes, then I'll start worrying, and then I'll start being pissed off. But right now, that's okay. That's fine that they're doing. I can totally get it. But anyways, guys, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the answers that I gave you. And if you have any more questions, just leave a #Q and ask your question. I'll get to you soon enough, or maybe never. But hey, I know some of you are getting kind of, peeved off that I'm not answering your questions, but sometimes I see your questions more often than others that I just, I need to give other people a chance. So if you have a question, I'll get back to you. This time I will. I promise. Okay? So thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. I love y'all. Goodbye.